What we have now is a challenge ahead of us of the bleak months of December and January, where we have a baseline of infections that literally is breaking records every day with regard to number of infections, number of hospitalizations, and numbers of deaths. The numbers are really stunning. We can do something about it, but that's something right now is public health measures, the kinds of things we talk about all the time, because we have likely a surge related to the travel and the socializing, the family gatherings, the dinners that occurred over Thanksgiving, the brunt of which we'll see in probably about another week and a week and a half, which will bring us right at the cusp of the Christmas and Hanukkah season, where there'll be yet again more traveling and more people gathering together in social events, indoors usually. Those are the kind of things that are very precarious for essentially inducing another surge. So we have tough times ahead of us, Nora, but we need to address them by doubling down on the public health measures, wearing masks, avoiding crowds and congregate settings, keeping physical distance. If we can do that together, pulling together, as we get the vaccine rolled out, we should be okay. What we're seeing now, which was a bit unexpected but true, is that even modest size gatherings of family and friends in a home with obviously the indoor constraints of not getting good ventilation, we're starting to see infections that are emerging from what otherwise seem like benign settings, namely a typical gathering of 10 or so people in a social setting. We've got to be very careful about that now over the next few weeks. Well, when you look at Thanksgiving, you have people traveling. They may travel on a Tuesday, get to where they want to be on Wednesday, stay for Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then go home to the other place wherever they came from on a Sunday night. That's a very brief period of time of travel and congregating. When you're talking about Christmas, generally you start a few days before Christmas, the 22nd, the 23rd. You go through Christmas and Hanukkah. You go through the week between Christmas and New Year's, and then you have another celebration on New Year's. That extends that vulnerable period by 2 or 3 times what you do in Thanksgiving. That's the reason why the Christmas issue bothers me even more than Thanksgiving. Well, I think that's going to rescue them from possibly getting their hospitals overrun. I have spoken in detail to the health authorities in California. They are in and were in a very difficult situation, Nora. They were right at the cusp of having the hospital beds be overrun in the sense of not having enough beds, not having enough trained personnel, particularly intensive care. They made a difficult decision, but I believe it was the prudent decision. The favorite part is my birthday is Christmas Eve. so, so we're gonna have a Zoom celebration with my wife and I in my house and my children scattered throughout the country. That's the first time ever that I have not been with them for my birthday and Christmas Eve, but we'll get through it. We'll have some fun.
And it is public knowledge, so I don't feel bad asking this. How many years young will you be?
Ugh, 80.
Congratulations.